We often see the Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry, Dr. Mike Strain, at the Capitol, across the state, or even across the country representing Louisiana's farmers and ranchers. However, this week we visit him in his own backyard where he teaches us about his favorite new agro-hobby.
We have been raising bees now for 2 years. Our first year we did so-so. This year we're doing a lot better. So right now I have 2 nukes, right? About 10 days ago we harvested the honey. And so it's a lot of fun, but there's a lot to bees.
The first thing we do, come here, gently lift the lid. When you smoke them, it draws them down into the hive where they think they're there to protect the queen.
Kind of go through the process with us very generally.
Well, first of all, what you do, of course, we raise the bees, and we have on each one of my hives, I have 2 12-inch boxes and 2 9s, and then each of the 9s you harvest the frames on the top 2. What I did first, after learning everything I could learn, I read Beekeepers for Dummies, and then I asked around and said, okay, we're ready to start. So the first thing you get is a good high-quality bee suit.
This is very heavy.
And you get the appropriate gloves, right? So nice, soft leather gloves. And then when you put it on, you make sure that every bit of Velcro is in place, everything is snapped. And then I make sure that everything around my hands and my feet, everything's in place. And of course you have your smoker lit. So then you go there and you lift the top and you smoke up the hives, let it set a minute, and then you take off the top 9-inch, 2 9-inch supers, and you set it to the side. And then while you're there, you'll take and use, I use a little blower, not a very strong blower, but an electric leaf blower. And so it's just the one that, not with all the greatest amount of pressure, but just enough to kind of blow the bees off, right, of each individual part of that hive. So you take each frame, you blow the bees off, and you just got to be gentle. You can use a bee brush, which is a soft bristle brush, and then you set that to the side.
Since they're not really happy right there, I'm going to leave them right there. And I'm going to bring the truck with the honey that we have into the shop, okay?
Once you get the bees, and then we bring it inside. You bring it inside and you have a decapping knife, which is an electric knife, an electric blade that heats up. And we have a special box that you put the frame on, and then you hold the knife and you slide the knife across the top of the caps of the honey. So each frame has honey, and it's on both sides, right? And so you have, each individual little space, and you trim it, then you put it in the centrifuge. And so every time you get 3 done, I have a centrifuge that holds 3. And you put it in the centrifuge, and you centrifuge it. Then you spin it, for about 2 or 3 minutes, take them out, reverse it, because remember, it throws it out this way, and you got honey on one side. So you have to do each hive twice. And we do 3 at a time with our handheld.
See how much honey's come out. Look at that.
Now once you do that, you set those hives to the side, and then of course you take and put into a filter bucket. You have a bucket with a filter, and then we drain all the honey from the centrifuge, right where we centrifuge that into the filter bucket, and then honey from the decapping box goes in there too, because there's some honey in the bottom. Then you take and fill your bottles, your quart jars, or your little mini bears, or whatever you have, with the honey directly from the filter bucket.
Commissioner Strain's beekeeping is just one topic you'll find in the podcast 3 for 15. If you like this edition, I bet you'll enjoy future episodes. To find the 3 for 15 podcast, head on over to our website at twilatv.org. Well, still to come on Twila, 4-H is under attack online. But first, we take to the skies to see how ULM is putting students in the air.